if you've been following my channel for a while, you're probably familiar with the 1v1s I've been doing in the Kirby Air Riders Discord. I would usually do this like every other Sunday. I would forget to put 1v1 in the title like an idiot, which probably made it so I got less viewers. I'm so good at YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, at the end of it, after all like the just standard matchmaking stuff that was happening this streams, there was like an actual tournament for it, which I entered. I have not been pursuing commentary, but anyways, yeah, so we're going into the cave on our Shadow Star. It's very nice. I really wish that star went into some of the crystals, but instead it's like, nah, I gotta snipe Dale real quick. You'll love to see it. Supa's in here too, and by the way, if you don't know already, Supa is a 2-time land champion, and I mean, one of the best players of this game in the entire world. I mean, I guess you don't really know about the people in Japan quite yet, but one of the best players. So, needless to say, not, you know, the opponent you want to face in the first round. I mean, it's my fault for being bad at the game, so I'm a low seed, and so I have to face the high seed, such as Supa, but yeah, I mean, I'm very experienced in the 1v1 format. I've played a lot of matches of it. I'm not exactly good at it, which just comes down to not being great at the game. But it's how it is. Oh yeah, and the bans, because that's the thing. I banned I probably banned like short race and dust up, and then they banned the flights. Actually, maybe I did bust in short race. I don't remember. It was a while ago. I didn't stream this. I would've, but I was on my vacation at the time, and so I couldn't really record it. So you just get the match replays and this commentary. We get codex here. That is very big, obviously. I mean, we can hopefully use that to our advantage. We're kind of hoping, you know, for flights. Although actually, no, we can't get flights. I'm stupid. It's gourmet race, and that is, I mean, on paper, maybe great, all right for us. But it's one where, for me, it's a very skill-based mini game and stadium, and I am unfortunately not the best at it. And Supa, I would assume, is quite good at it. Pretty much all the. I think if you want to be a top player, you have to be good at gourmet. I mean, yeah, it's a very. It can be a kind of a tricky game, I guess, but, you know, like, if you put a lot of practice into it, you can definitely improve, and, I mean, I've practiced and gotten better at it because of it, but, you know, I'm still not at that highest level yet, and I'm still also kind of, it's kind of paper star or bust for me sometimes, just because otherwise I can struggle with some things. We dodge a super laser there. Yeah, I mean, 1v1s is basically just a stat collecting race to see who can stat up the fastest, which is, you know, I mean, they're not the most interesting thing in the world always, but, you know, compared to like a free-for-all where you might get into like little scrums with everyone, and because it's a lot harder to PvP because everyone's so fast. That speed down very bad though. We get the UFO Mysterious Flying Machine. Now Supa's on Rick's, it's gonna be kind of hard for them to fly, but for us, if we can get onto a flying vehicle and we see a jet star hop on it, and you know, then we can get in. The UFO has the all up, which is very good, and just some other nice stats to have. So it's a good advantage to get this, but I would probably assume that I'm still behind Supa on stats just based on, you know, their skill level. We go into the Sky Garden to clear that out, and there is also a secret island we can get, which once again gives us more stats. That is like a little advantage for flying characters over like a non-flyer like Rick, but honestly, it's not like always like an extremely sizable advantage, since it's kind of just also like, you know, it takes time to get up there and a lot of stats, and we accidentally go in the cannon, and there's not too much time left, so I kind of decide ultimately that I rather just try to spend it finding a better machine and getting stats. I mean, I'm looking for paper or like a shadow star kind of frantically. Jet is alright for gourmet, but I think I would prefer something that just the slight acceleration off the ramp can be. It's nice, but you know, also can be a bit hard to control. And overall, I just have more paper and shadow practice. I should probably do more jet practice. I think jet can be a good machine for it, for gourmet.
5,
Now, Supa obviously doesn't know, but they're on Wheelie Scooter. I think they like Wheelie Scooter, which is unfortunate for us. If they were on, like, Battle Chair or something, that'd be nice. Gourmet race, and obviously we have the advantage of being a flyer, and that allows us to get a lot of stats that are high up, but Supa does have, like, a good advantage. They can probably get along the land ones. We're barely able to get that big food before he spawns, and we pick up another one, so right away, that's, like, a pretty good start for us. I feel like a lot of times by landings, I'm still always leaving, like, you know, like, bits of food on the table, which is, I mean, obviously it's not the biggest thing, it's not like I'm missing, like, big food like that all the time, but it's still something where, you know, that adds up, and also I feel like my routing, I kind of, like, I like to stay on that left side of the map, and, you know, after that gets taken, I feel like sometimes I end up kind of going in circles, not knowing where things are. We gotta get the cake here, but we end up missing the banana. It's kind of a bit of a Jetstar moment perhaps, and Supa's picking a bunch of food in front of us. We're trying to get back up there. We end up getting a popcorn there, which is nice, but we did lose time trying to get those bananas. And I mean, we're at a good counter, but Supa gets ahead of us again. I mean, 126 isn't bad, but unfortunately, I mean, if you look at what Supa has, it's a bit more. just a bit more. And so we lose game 1. Game 2, I would assume I just did short race, dust up, and probably also buttons. I don't like buttons. I think, honestly, it's probably better to ban races against the Rick, you know? Like, even, yeah, I'm not great at buttons, but I don't know, I feel like maybe I should expect to do better in that than in a race, but who knows. I actually was on Supa for a bit. They were getting crystals, it looked like, but we have a paper star. I like the paper star, obviously. I feel like, I mean, well, no, I switched off it in shadow in the last one. It was kind of funny. I went shadow, then paper, then shadow again. It would have been a bit better to just stay on the shadow, but, oh well. Going to the mall. Gotta love the mall. I will always praise the mall. It's like the Crystal Caves, but better. I mean, I feel like they're probably about to say the caves might even have some more, but I feel like the mall is a bit more reliable. So, like, I don't have statistics to back that up. Gordo's Frog from the Sky is pretty bad for us on paper. And, you know, in practice as well. And, you know, using paper star. That joke did not land. This is why well, I mean, I like to think I'm a fairly funny guy, but, oh, shoot. Yeah, no, that Gordo was pretty bad. We're at low health now, and don't go towards Supa, what am I doing? We run away there, pick the turn now, it's pretty inconsequential. But we will definitely have to be careful. Supa's not really, like, hasn't really been super aggressive. They haven't been super aggressive. But, I feel like if given the opportunity, you know, they will probably choose violence. So, that is definitely something I need to watch out for. And then we get the hint that it's going to be single race Beanstalk Park. I don't really like that one. If I get hit by the Ferris wheel, I kind of just lose. That happens if anyone really gets hit by the Ferris wheel. It's just so much slower, especially in this, where the speed differences, you know, if someone has like max speed, the amount of time that you lose being in the Ferris wheel is a lot bigger than it is in normal air ride mode. So, that would be very bad. We're just continuing to get patches on the paper here. Supa is also on paper. We're gonna go to the Sky Garden and hope that we can jump off it. But then Supa comes in and kills us. And then a short race starts. This is actually really bad because Magolor falls kind of slowly. I feel like everyone doesn't fall like super fast, but like if I was like Rocky or something, or like I think even Rick, like that would have not taken as long. I'm not really sure how much, but still kind of an issue. We take the Rex Wheelie here to go into the race. I kind of thought, you know, well, Rex Wheelie versus paper, I should win here. But, and like right now we are ahead, but then Supa takes ahead, which I was kind of surprised I'm starting at the end and then starting at the beginning and then losing at the end. You'd think with Rex would be the opposite, but I mean, I think Supa was just pretty sad up on the speed. We get pity here, but I think overall our stat collecting ability, as we do get a lot of speed from that boss, is unfortunately a lot worse with Rex. It is pretty clunky in the city, and I don't think I really had like a ton of stats. I think it definitely would have been better for our ability to get more patches if we were swapped to something else. Like, I understand I wanted it for the Rays, and I don't think that was a bad play. But I think maybe switching to something else and trying to maybe add another thing later, especially if you know Supa is still on paper and, like, you'll need to switch too, presumably. But I don't know, I'm a spitball in there, and I don't know if any of my, if anyone in the comments is, like, you know, one of the... I don't know. But I mean, if anyone in the comments, you know, wants to, like, give their take on these things, I mean, that's always welcome. You know, I am... Definitely, I still need to improve, and I mean, I will take advice from, you know, pretty much anybody, I would say. You know, as long as I know it's not blatantly wrong, and I mean, even then, you know, how much do I know? I'm the one who's losing here, but yeah, I still play this game, I still know a lot, but, you know, not enough. There's still plenty of room to grow. Supa actually getting kind of close to us here on paper, which is interesting. Like, if I hit them there, I win. Because then they're on compact, but unfortunately I missed. I'm like trying to hit them, but also like kind of simultaneously running away, which, I don't know, it's tough, and they just are way more agile than us in that situation. I mean, going into the single race, I'm still surprised they're on paper, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't know exactly what my speed was, but I'm thinking, okay, maybe I still have a chance, you know? Like, I don't know, I surely have an advantage. It's like, it starts out pretty neck and neck. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm ahead right now, too. But I think there are just a lot of sections here where I can lose speed on Rex, whereas, you know, maybe the paper is an easier time, but it's still a bit surprising now, like, paper stars should not be this fast on the ground, and Supa's spending a lot of time on the ground, and so, like, I just find that a bit surprising. But I think overall, what it just came down to is I'm just not able to stay at the top speed on Rex, and Supa is on paper. And so they win, and I go down the loser's bracket. And I have to face Hog, who is a finalist at a lot of those lands that Supa was in. And another very good player, one of the top 1v1 players in the OG game. Because the OG game did a lot more 1v1s. 1v1s are actually not very popular in this one. There's a lot of problems with this game mode, but in this game, that's a different topic. Nothing in the cave, of course, as I spawn next to it. I switched to Taranza here against Hog because I wanted to ban flights. I think Magolor still would have worked here, but I was hoping that I could use the bigger advantage in battles and the bigger advantage in races. Especially in races, because Meta Knight is not the fastest character. I was banning flight distance, gourmet, and then buttons. Although he banned buttons, since in the first one both players banned. In the second one, I did pretty much the same bans, except for I think he might have banned like a battle that I did not choose to ban. We get Fog here. This is a good one for getting patches. I like it. Music's nice too. Hog's on Wagon, which, I mean, you know, pretty good vehicle. It's a pretty standard vehicle for 1v1s. Wagon and Turbo, it's their, like, kind of the most common blind picks. I say that, although actually no, in the last two I didn't have to do any blind, and Supa does, I think, likes the scooter. So he took that into the blind gourmet, which is unfortunate for me. Hog goes big on Turbo and hits me. I did get invincibility, though. And I see two rare boxes here, and I'm like, alright. Legendary time. There's Hydra in one. I missed the legendary piece there. And then Hog picks up the one from that box. Thankfully, I'm able to pick up the other. But it's funny how I broke two boxes and only got one piece. And Hog took the other. Kind of just a bit of a scuffed pickup, but oh well. We're low HP. We're kind of have to run from Hog. I feel like he is probably fast in this. We switch to Swerve here. It doesn't really help our HP, but now Hog is low too, which kind of helps get him off us a bit. We got a chocolate bar which heals us up a bit, but like, you know, we could still be in range of getting hit. I'm Charged Up Plasma, I'm really hoping it hits. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I think it hit that grounded paper star, and then it ends. I think it would have been nice to get killed on him there, but I think he also might have just been too fast for me, because, I don't know, he ends up getting a lot of stats in this match. Obviously, I don't know that at the time, but, you know, maybe could have still played more aggressive. But like right now, what we kind of want to do is, I think we're kind of just looking for Hydra because Hydra does match up. I have both the control events off. I was kind of scared to do Gourmet against Hog. I think kind of after this what happened with Supa, where it's kind of just like I don't think I can beat any of these players in Gourmet. Hog was in Moves bracket only because he obviously is a really good player. He's still kind of new to the 1v1 format in this game as well, but he's still someone who is very good at Kirby Air Riders in general. Hog gets Kracko, I kind of just like, I'm on Swerve, I'm not really going to bother with it. Maybe could have used the stats, but I think I was more so also piece hunting. I skipped the red box there, which, I mean, could, you know, end up being big if that's where the legendary piece was. Spoiler alert, it wasn't, but, you know, if it was, then obviously that is a missed opportunity right there. I'm checking Volcano, hope for the piece. I run into, like, the stupid, like, fencing there. I am still, I still run into a bunch of walls, and then, like, I get stuck on, like, some piece of ground there, I guess? Sure? I don't know. I don't think I've ever gotten caught on that before in all my time playing this game. Trying to hit Hog is special, but, I mean, he's kind of just too fast right now. We're definitely behind, and we decided to take Turbo just to match him and see what it, but like I feel like there wasn't really a, you know, what were we winning? Maybe a battle, but it would be kind of tough, I guess, you know, if it was Flight Point, but I'm honestly, I would say I maybe should have banned Flight Point in this. I mean, that's the, you know, typical heavy ban, but, you know, I like Target Fight. Oh, yeah. You do get the Hydra piece here, and so, okay, we have Hydra, we don't have the best stats, but, you know, maybe Hydra, if it's a battle, you know, can get us through. He might have banned one of them, but it could have been the other. We don't kill with Steel Ball. I think this is where I learned how statted up Hog is. Because we get 2 hits, because he survives 2 Hydra hits. He is smoking, but, I mean, he did take them. And Stadium ends up being Real Panic, which is the worst stadium it could have been for Hydra. I mean, he was max speed, but, and we were only 14, but like, if it's drag race, you know, maybe we can win a drag race? I don't know, I feel like it's possible. But unfortunately, the Real Panic is just kind of impossible for Hydra. Accidentally switching to Hog POV, you can see him gaming. But yeah, no, this is like the worst race we could have had Hydra on. Hydra's just really bad at Real Panic. Don't bring Hydra in the Real Panic, people. I know it recommends it when you're doing votes, but don't do it. Just a word of warning. But yeah, that was really tough, obviously, to get a Legendary Machine and then get the one event that, you know, the Legendary Machine is bad in. It's supposed to be a Legendary Machine, you know, this is supposed to dominate everything. So with our tournament hopes on the line, I mean, if we lose this, we're out. We switched to Rick, best character in the game. I mean, if you saw my video where I got max stats with Rick, you know Rick is good, and I don't even use this character, man. This is the first time I've used Rick in any kind of competitive play. You know, technically in the crew I'm in for crew events, I'm not allowed to use Rick. But, yeah, I'm using him. We get Paper Star, we get Pillars, you know, this is a really good start for us. And we're hoping that the power of the Rick BS can take us to victory. I mean, Rick Paper, maybe not the best combo, because you can't really fly with Rick, but I like flying, I like Paper, and so, you know, I'm gonna try to make it work. We're already pretty statted up thanks to the Pillars, and we're just trying to get even more. We gotta eat. Alright, the treasure chest. So right away, we gotta find the keys. We get a special up. We have our special. And we can rip, roar, and get the hamster when the fajitas come out sizzling. I'm so good at speaking English. We grab the key. We see Hog. He's on the wheelie scoot. We're hitting him in the mall. We kill him. And I'm like, ho ho ho, this is the hamster's power. Oh yeah. And there's another key there. Did Hog have it? I think Hog might have had it. It didn't show up on the indicator, but we also took Hog's key. We get another chest, the 2 chests that spawn in the 1v1, and it's like, ho 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 ho, the power of the Rick. I can feel it coursing through my veins. This is what it's like to play the best character in the game. Yeah, we get a hit on Hog there with the reverser. He was also asleep. It's just a bit of adding salt to the wound. Doesn't really do much damage. We're also on Paper, so like our offense is that high. I mean, the special, I don't know if that uses your machine's offensive stat or like, I think for the ones where you're not like on your machine technically, like when you like I guess like March special or Midnight special, like I think you get different stats for that. That might also be the case with Rick there. We're looking for islands. There's no islands, but that's okay. We don't need islands. We're Rick the mother-loving hamster, baby. There's a short race, and you know I'm going to that. On the Rick paper, just like Supa did against me, I'm gonna do it against Hog. But first I gotta get a few more stats. I missed the top speed on the right. Maybe I was already max speed this time? I don't know. But we are feeling confident going into this race. Hog's also on paper. I try to get a hit on him. But we are zooming. He's behind us. We are gone. I can feel it. I am like, oh yeah, this is it. This is, I've done it. I've joined the dark side. And it's given me power beyond my wildest dreams. Let me just adjust my camera real quick. This is why people use Rick. I can feel it. Trying to go aggro up the special, but I cannot control the special. You do not control Rick's special. Rick's special controls you. So I'm kind of missing him. That is, yeah, it takes something to get used to. It is a very fast special. And I am not a Rick main, obviously. Even if you may think that from this gameplay and that one video I made. I mean, getting max stats in a race lobby is not the most pressing. We take Swerve Star because we're like, okay, I need something a bit of extra oomph, and also because a bit of extra speed, and also because no flights, and then also for battles, I guess, it's a bit less squishy. And you know, it works for everything. I have flight points still on the table, you can't forget flight points is on the table. But you know, how likely could it be, right? I mean, you know, there's so many races. Like, you got the battles, you got the races, you know? Is it really gonna be flight points? I don't think so. Right? There's no way. I'm gonna take Wheelie Pike, you know? There's just no way. I mean, it would never give me flight points, you know? Like, yeah, it would just never, right? It would never do that. Oh, Hog's on paper? Hold up. Pop the special, let me kill him real quick. Boom! That's the power Rick special, baby. Once again, I mean, just absolute violence. What is he gonna do? He might even be on compact for the stadium, baby. Oh yeah, I'm unstoppable. There's no way I can lose now. Kill my Swerve too. My heart sunk when I saw this. I knew I was kind of cooked. I didn't know if I'd be able to make it with the wheelie bike, and even if I did, you know, would I have the control necessary? I hit the 40. I mean, I maybe even could have gotten the 100. I don't know. Hog gets the 100. He basically wins. All he has to do is go for a 50, and there's no way I can win if he hits the 50. We actually get a pretty clean line this time. Like, maybe I can hit the 100. Nope. I mean, it's wheelie bike, man. Look, what am I gonna do with wheelie bike and target flight? Hog gets the 200, and just like that, I'm out of the tournament. 0-4. Yeah, it's rough, but I mean, I would say kind of expected. I haven't really been playing the 1v1 format as much these days, and I'm just not good at it. That's kind of the thing, even if I have played it a lot. But like, subscribe, comment, whatever. See ya.